So this is the nematodes, the roundworms. I have 3 examples that I'm going to just throw up here for you to use for your drawings. This first one is Ankylostonum caninum. This is actually a dog roundworm, but it does in some people cause some fairly nasty symptoms. Now, this is at low power. Let me get it in good focus. And close the iris diaphragm a little bit. It's got some stuff stuck to it. I had to move it from one slide to another, and some of the jelly that it was mounted in stayed stuck to the worm. So that light yellow stuff around the outside of the worm, both worms actually, and I actually wound up breaking the worm there. Somebody had shattered the cover slip really badly. But your job is to draw one entire worm, which even at low power means you got to draw and move and draw and move and draw and move. So, whoops. This larger one is a female. Can't really see too much inside. And the smaller one is the male. This is actually his grasper. He grasps the female with this in order to mate. Her opening that he's grasping is about halfway up her body. And he actually has a little penis called the spicule that, a cirrus on a roundworm that they interact with. So you have a male and female on this. That's Ankylostoma caninum, A-N-C-Y, when you're looking it up in the booklet. The next thing I've got is Nicator americanus, which is Latin for American killer. As I'll talk about these in the lecture, they are nasty little buggers. Oops. That's just the edge of the cover slip there. You can actually see some of their internal organs. So as I said, even at low power, they're decent sized animals. That is one end of the worm. Not sure if it's male or female. I don't expect you to put too much detail into these drawings. Just get a shape. Really, the only structure of any of these things I would expect you to recognize is the nucleus on the protozoa. So let's see. From the size of it, this is almost certainly the female. Yep. The females are bigger. Let's see. Male is, no. There may not be a male on this side. Or he's over under the crack somewhere. But you only have to draw one worm. And as I said, that's Nicator americanus, also known as a hookworm. Is that this is a human hookworm. If your dog or cat has hookworms, it's a different species and not as dangerous in dogs and cats as hookworms are in people. So here's the third one. This is Trichonella. Oh crap. The slide just broke on me. Trichonella is what you can get trichinosis from pork in. It is a parasite of predators, of meat eaters, actually scavengers too. Now this slide has this blue ring on it because these worms are so difficult to stain that they didn't actually stain them. And they needed the blue circle to show you where the heck to look for the worms. Now I've got the iris diaphragm adjusted so that you can even see something almost transparent. And what happens with these guys is sometimes when you put them into preservative, there's a lot of pressure inside them and some of their guts just erupt out of their openings. And that's what this cloudy stuff is around the worms. But here's one of the worms, here's another one of the worms. This is Trichonella spiralis. They coil up inside muscle tissue and wait for the muscles to be eaten by the next meat eater, where they will potentially reproduce or settle into more muscles to move on to another one. So those are the 3 roundworms that are available for us to look at. And so that's the end of this part.